attorney.
Okay, welcome back. We are recording. Yes, we are. Okay, let's continue. Oh, right, I need to do that. It's been a while for me since I last recorded, but I think I'm all good. Holy shit. It's currently January 7th, so been a while. I took a bit of a Christmas break the entirety of December, so yeah. Okay, let's get closer to finishing episode 2. We are on the next day. Well, have been already for a while, but yeah.
お嬢様、どうか気をお沈めください。
Let me just check. Nothing new here. Yeah. Oh, Beatrice. And nothing new here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that's a possibility.
誰が犯人かはまだわかりませんぞ。それにベアトリーチェ様は親方様の大切な賓客です。
だからなんだってんだ。本人の胸ぐらひねり上げてやれば白状するに決まってるぜ。目を見ればわかるんだよ。私が見破ってやる。何が魔女だ、ベアトリーチェだ。化けの皮を剥いでやる。
Oh boy, okay. There we go. Jessica never stopped moving. Goda and Kanon chased after her, doing their best to convince her, but Jessica never lent them an ear. Oh boy. Eventually, the witch's VIP room came into view. This VIP room was always sealed and never used. No matter what kind of guest came, Kinzo wouldn't let them in this room. And yet, the servants were always made to clean this room, so that it could be used at any time. So I was initially, how do I do this? Yeah, there. Yeah, I was initially thinking that this place was like on the first floor, but no, there's clearly stairs downwards there. So yeah, this is on the second floor as well. One thing I guess hadn't considered before is since this is a at least two-story building, one way to get into like sealed locked rooms, like you could just make a hole through the ceiling or floor and somehow conceal it, you know. So yeah. Wait, did I thought I yeah. So the servants had started calling this room the witch's VIP room, home the music, after their other shapeless master. Yeah, well, not so shapeless anymore, but Jessica also knew this, and she couldn't stand that woman's arrogance in calling herself a witch by staying in that room. Oh my. The Golden Witch was just a fairy tale. Come on, a witch? To Jessica, she was nothing more or less than the murderer who had brutally killed her parents. Yeah. Question her, make her give painful excuses, make her spit at the ground painfully, make her breathe painfully. Oof, all about that anger and revenge right now. No matter how hard she pretends to be a witch, I'll teach her that she's just a stinking, sweaty human. Oof. Oh boy. Jessica hit the door to the VIP room while yelling with all of her strength. Okay, Beatrice, how do we handle this? It definitely wasn't a knock. That sound was the beating of her anger's hammer, whose message was clear. If the woman didn't open the door, she'd break it down. Yeah.
開けろよベアトリーチェ
I mean, I'm rooting for you, but also at the same time...
出てこい聞こえてるんだろここを開けろ
There was no answer. Jessica twisted the doorknob without any reservation, but she felt the resistance of the lock. Jessica turned to the two servants and spat out at them demandingly.
ここマスターキーで開くんでしょ
One would assume, yeah.
開けて
お嬢様それは大変な失礼に当たります。
Although Goda was flustered, he still tried to somehow calm Jessica's anger. After hanging his head silently for a while, Kanan pulled a master key from his jacket pocket. Okay.
カノンさん
I mean...
いいんですか
That Kanan will obey Jessica.
もしおられたなら無礼になるのは承知です、それにもしベアトリーチェ様が何の関係もないというならそれを僕たちに釈明して納得させればいい。
I mean, she can try, but Jessica will not believe anything that she says. She's just gonna glare at her and, well, probably even try to assault her or something.
そうだぜその通りだ借りるぜ
Jessica snatched the master key from Kanon's hand and violently shoved it into the keyhole. Immediately, there was a light sound and she felt it unlock. And without excusing herself, she flung open the door. Okay. She's not here, is she? I feel like she's not here.
ベアトリーチェどこだ出てこい
Jessica rudely barged into the room. The witch wasn't anywhere to be seen. Yeah. Maybe she is invisible right now. Maybe she can do that, but most likely she is, I don't know, somewhere else with Kinzo.
くそったれ
Well, probably not with Kinzo.
いねえぜどこ行きやがった
I mean...
お姿がありませんね。
Jessica, thinking that she might be hiding somewhere inside the room, peeked behind the curtains and under the bed, but she couldn't find anyone. However, there definitely were signs that the bed had been used. Okay, conferred witch's sleep. Or at least lay on the bed. And although it's an odd way to say it, the atmosphere in the room had grown a little softer. Yeah. It wasn't the hard atmosphere of a place normally devoid of people like the chapel. You could definitely tell that someone had spent the night in this room. In that way. Okay. I thought that once they realized that she wasn't here, they were like, okay, what next then? But okay, yeah, it's just that there's an air that someone did definitely use this room here. But she could not be seen. Wow, yeah. In reality, neither Jessica nor Goda had met Beatrice yet. Yeah. They had only been told by those who had met her that she was the spitting image of the person in the portrait. She is. It would be so funny if Bernkastel just came. He appeared in front of them and declared to be the witch. Probably not gonna happen, but you know. So they were doubtful about what her face really looked like. However, Kanon alone had met her, and he understood what kind of being that witch was, and what kind of character she had. Very twisted. So he knew that if they were to force their way in here searching for her, she wouldn't let things go as they planned. Definitely not. She must be watching us bitterly flail about in vain from somewhere, sneering at us, most likely. She is that kind of person. Because he was looking at things that way, Kanon was the first to find it. The other two were concentrating on finding the shape of a person, so they hadn't noticed a letter or some kind of clue as to like, hey, here's a belonging of one of the victims, or a piece of candy maybe, a rose, maybe the absence of something. Near a water jug on the table, on the side table, there was a single sheet of writing paper. Yeah, makes sense. It was accompanied by a short message and a fountain pen, which had probably been used to write it. Yeah, sure. And before it's some magic ink, and it's we need to illuminate it under some UV light to reveal the true message. I don't know. Kanon understood the witch, seemingly. The witch would definitely ridicule them, as they found the six corpses, forced their way in here in rage, and were unable to find her. And before it's something way different in the letter, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm definitely on this line of thinking as well. Ridicule has no meaning unless it is communicated. Okay. So, in other words, this was definitely that.
お嬢様、ここに何か書かれています。
書かれてるってなんだ?
Jessica quickly dashed over and violently stole the piece of paper. She's so frantic, but I mean, it's understandable, but also she probably wasn't trying to be violent. She just couldn't control her strength now, yeah. Okay, hit me with it. As soon as she read the message, Jessica went into a wild rage, crumpled the paper up and threw it. Then she grabbed a table lamp that was by the side of the bed and violently swung it around, mercilessly hitting the walls and furniture with it. Aww. The light bulb shattered at once and scattered its shards across the room.
お嬢様、気をお静めください。
Just let her vent out.
お怪我をなさいます。
離せよ。畜生、畜生。
Yeah, just let it out. Just let it happen, Goda.
出てきやがれ、ベアトリーチェ。よくも父さんと母さんを。そんなに私が怖いかよ。
Something shattering again.
殺してやる。殺してやる。
Oh boy.
ぶっ殺してやるから姿を現しやがれ。だから離せって言ってんだろ。
Great voice acting. Okay, this was written on the paper.
私がぬくぬくとここであなたが飛び込んでくるのを待ちぼうけるとでも
Holy shit, that's a Beatrice line and a half.
知的な夜に粗暴なるあなたは似合わないこんな間抜けに育てた親はどんな顔
Holy.
見たよ本当にそっくりな間抜け面今はお菓子の国でお腹いっぱい
Holy shit, that's so evil. I love it. But at all, it's such a weird feeling with this game because, like, I'm definitely sympathizing and empathizing with Beatrice, and I'm rooting Jessica, and I'm rooting for her and with her. But like, at the same time, like, come on, Beatrice is just the best. So like, holy shit. It sounded like something that the witch would write. It meant that she had predicted that one of the children who had lost their parents would come running in here. Yeah. If she was hiding somewhere in this room, she would surely be rolling around with laughter. The witch was that kind of person, yeah. She sneered at people's misfortune, using it to stave off the boredom of 1,000 years.
これはお渡しください。お怪我をなさいますと申し上げております。
I'm so sorry, God. It's a tough situation for you too, but just let her be.
放てって言ってんだよくそくそ
Koda grabbed the table lamp Jessica had been swinging around and took it from her. Maybe that's for the better, yeah. Because if she's kept swinging it around, she might hit something and get injured, yeah. To Goda's eyes, Jessica probably looked mad with rage, burning with the flames of anger. But Kanon's eyes saw it differently. Your sadness, frustration. Those were probably tears of sadness, hidden by rage, yeah. Therefore, when at the moment the table lamp was taken from her, Jessica dropped to the floor, almost as if groveling, and started crying and scratching at the carpet. Oh, that instantly brings to mind one similar-ish scene from another show. I'm not gonna tell which one, but holy, yeah, that hits. God, I was surprised, but Kanon was not. Her way of trying by brandishing her anger had been stolen from her, so this was inevitable, yeah. Yeah. Chills. Also, that voice acting on the Thorsen cousin. Considering that she was a daughter of the Ushiromi main family, she was in a very shabby state. She scratched at the carpet with her fingernails and even her feet right and scratched at it. Jessica cried very hard, because if she didn't, her rage would start building up again and swallow her up. But over and over again, she remembered that letter's humiliating message. Yeah, what a fucking brutal letter, by the way. Holy. What kind of faces must your parents have had after raising you to be such a hapless fool?
悪くなんかじゃない。父さんも母さんも頭が良かった。私なんかとは違う。本当に頭が良かった。
Yeah, that line hits especially hard when it comes, or it targets, yeah, Jessica and her parents.
悪くなんかじゃない。取り消せ。
Yeah, I saw them. They had perfectly stupid faces just like you. Now they are in Candyland with their bellies all full. Oh boy.
殺してやる。殺してやる。野郎の腹を裂いて同じ目に遭わせてやる。
Yeah, and the asthma hits because she's been very agitated, yeah. As Jessica cried and screamed, she triggered an asthma attack. And the servants watching over her ran up to her hurriedly and rubbed her back. But that only provoked Jessica's wrath.
そんなことする暇があったらあいつを探せよ。
Oh boy, yeah.
探し出して私のところに連れてこい。お前らが行かないで私が探す。そしてこの手で殺してやる。腹を引き裂いてやる。
Jessica.
畜生。畜生。
Jessica got up unsteadily, and as her asthma continued, she went out into the hallway.
お嬢様、お薬を至急。南條先生をお呼びします。
ゴーダさん、僕に任せてくれませんか？
Yeah, let's hope that Kanon can deal with this. Kanon had noticed Goda, who was much older, probably couldn't feel the tears in Jessica's heart. Kanon, who had noticed that himself, had to support her. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he had noticed, but he also sympathizes with her, he loves her, and he also hated Beatrice before this, so...
カノンさん、いいのですか?
Kanon is probably the best person to be near Jessica right now, yeah.
今のお嬢様には涙を流す時間も必要なのだと思います。
Yeah.
ご両親のあんな死に方を目の当たりにしては。
そうですね。
Goda also understood, and he also knew of the modest relationship that Jessica and Kanon shared. Okay, so he understood everything and left it to Kanon.
わかりました。私はローザ様のところへ戻ります。
Okay.
お嬢様をくれぐれもよろしくお願いしますよ。
はい、お任せを。
Okay. Kanon's voice was frail, but he nodded forcefully. After looking at his eyes, Goda also nodded forcefully. Yeah. Goda was a veteran with many years behind him. He had seen a great number of people in his life, so he knew of the vigorous sparkle that could be found in the eyes of those who had self-control. He had seen that clearly in Kanon's eyes. Yeah, he just has the ever-living flame in his eyes, yeah. Therefore, he would leave this to Kanon, yeah. Thinking about it, this may have been the first moment that Goda had trusted Kanon and relied on him for a job. That's wild. It seemed that Jessica was heading towards her room, leaning against the wall as she suffered from her asthma. Kanon followed after her wordlessly. Just be there next to her. If she had asked for a hand, he would have jumped over and supported her. But as long as Jessica didn't ask for that, he hid himself, watching over her from a distance where he could come to her rescue at any time. Okay. As Kanon remained in that spot where 10 billion people would hope for someone else to be when their hearts felt like they would explode from sadness, he silently watched Jessica's back. Then, finally, she was crouching in front of the door to her own room. The asthma attack had stolen all of her strength. And her thoughts had gotten hazy from the lack of oxygen, so that she could no longer stand up. Yeah, it's gonna be a bitch of a headache later. But right now, Jessica wasn't thinking that she wanted someone to lend a hand, because she still hadn't been able to overcome the flames of anger. Because even if someone had offered her a hand with good intentions, right now, Jessica would start wanting to grab it and lacerate it. And she understood how unreasonable that would be. I mean, I think people would sympathize. Until she could overcome the flames of her anger, she definitely wouldn't ask for help. Okay. Probably Jessica no longer even had the willpower to call for help. But Kanon heard it. He definitely heard it. Kanon definitely heard the voiceless call for help, which is shared by those from across the world who are grieving, and which, though they scream and scream, cannot be heard by anyone. Oof. Big empathizer, Kanon. Kanon softly knelt by Jessica's side and wordlessly offered her a shoulder. Even as Jessica kept coughing painfully, she accepted it, unlocked her room, and entered.
こちらへ。今、お薬をご用意します。
Poor Jessica. Jessica had often said that when she let her asthma run its course, it hurt so badly that it felt like she would vomit her whole stomach. Ugh. Yeah, I've had very bad coughing fits, so I can sympathize to a degree. I don't have asthma, but her face was pale and her gaze wavered. And yet the coughing continued. Even so, her sadness was probably even stronger, yeah. After having her sit on the bed, Kanon took an inhaler from a cute basket on the side table by the bed and handed it to her. Jessica sometimes forgot to walk around with her medicine. When it seemed that this was the case, Kanon would take notice and secretly carry around the inhaler from the first aid kit in the servant room. But he hadn't done so today. Today has been a bit of a hectic day. He scolded himself, as though wondering how, after failing to bring it with him on a day like this, he could call himself a furniture. Yeah. Then he remembered the day when he had spoken that word and somehow betrayed Jessica's feelings, which jarred Kanon's heart. But compared to Jessica's current sadness, he thought of that as a far more shameless emotion, and he suppressed it to the depths of his heart. Okay. Do we survive? When she inhaled her medicine, Jessica's wild breathing calmed down bit by bit, and she was finally able to regain her composure. But the strength and willpower she had lost wouldn't allow her to rise up from the bed. Yeah. End scene.
大丈夫ですか
Oh, no.
お嬢様。
私は大丈夫だぜ。
Yeah.
父さんと母さんはダメだけど、私はもうちょっとなきゃ大丈夫だぜ。
Kanon regretted misspeaking. Yeah. He had said, "Are you all right?" to her. Was he really unable to notice the pain in her heart? No, he definitely noticed. It was just a more reflexive thing, I would assume. This was why he was ultimately mere furniture. That's how you put it, okay? This was why he couldn't become human.
廊下におります。
Yeah.
ご用がありましたら、すぐにお呼びください。
Kanon understood that she still needed some time to cry alone. He told her to call him at any time, bowed and made to leave the room.
何か
Jessica had spoken as though she wanted him to stop, so Kanon had stopped. If she asks it, I'll do anything to help her. If it could heal the pain in her heart, right now I would even become a cane or a chair. If by doing that, I can repair the pain in her heart I gave her that day. For a while, Jessica stared into Kanon's eyes. They have almost the exact same eye color too. Kanon's is a bit more purple. As though, despite stopping him, she had nothing to say. For a while, neither spoke. I mean, I don't think that counts as an awkward silence. It's... Jessica broke that silence with a small voice.
ごめん。
No.
なんでもないぜ。しばらく一人になりたいって。ロザおばさんに伝えてくれるかな。
She's so frail with her voice.
一人にはしません。あなたを僕は一人にしない。
Okay, Kanon. Okay.
だから廊下にいます。いつでも呼んでください。
For just an instant, it looked like some kind of hope flew to Jessica's eyes. But it was very faint and disappeared like the first snow does on the surface of a river.
ありがとな。
Mm-hmm.
しばらくだけ一人で泣かせてくれ。
Yeah.
はい。失礼します。
Kanon bowed once again and closed the door. Oh boy. He thought he had said something to give her some courage. But for some reason, it felt like that had actually hurt her. Why? He didn't know. Surely that was because he was furniture. So even now, he couldn't grasp human sadness. As Kanan repeatedly questioned himself, he walked down the corridor. He felt like the window at the end was coolly calling to him. Please don't let Beatrice appear now.
僕はやっぱり家具でしかないのか。
I mean, so she would say, so you say, but I don't know. It was still pouring outside, a dark, grey world. Even on days like this, Shannon would surely look at the ocean and know it was blue. But to my eyes, even if it cleared up, I would only see grey. As long as I cannot tell the blueness of the ocean, I am nothing but furniture imitating a person. Oof.
本当に女心のわからぬやつよ。
Oh my god, she's here. I mean, it was the perfect timing, but yeah.
ああいう時は黙ってそばにいるのが正解だ。だからゆえに貴様は家具なのよ。
Holy. Hello, Beatrice.
貴様
There shouldn't have been a trace of anyone in this corridor. It had been empty and cold. But those scoffing words approached Kanon from behind. When he turned around, he saw that witch. That witch who hadn't shown herself when Jessica had searched for her with a rage bordering on madness, who had left that sneering letter to toy with her.
女の傷つけ方は3つある。特別にわらわが教えてやろう。
Okay, hit me with it, Beatrice.
一つは刃物で傷つける。
Sure.
一つは心で傷つける。
Sure.
そして最後が一番難しく、一番効果的に傷つけられる。
That is...
なのに意識せずして傷つけられる。わかるか？
わかるわけもないし、知りたくもない。
期待を裏切る。だ。
That is powerful.
女ほど夢見がちな生き物はいない。勝手に夢を見、勝手に傷つく。お前のような距離の男が一番女を傷つける。わかるまいな、貴様には。どれほどジェシカを傷つけてきたか、全く考えが及んでいまい。家具だから。
Oh boy.
お前のたわごとに付き合う気は毛頭ない。僕を嘲笑うためだけに姿を現したというのか。
うぬぼれるな家具。貴 貴様ごとき嘲笑うにも足りぬわ。しかしそなたも一人ではそれに値しなくても二人揃えば十分に足りる。
Yeah.
若々しき男女の悲運を笑う喜びは何度繰り返しても飽きぬのでな。
Holy shit.
なんだと。まさか貴様、お嬢。
Oh, sorry.
第二の晩の生贄に寄り添う二人が必要なのでな。
God damn it, she stole my line, but I was gonna discuss later after this scene was done. Also, holy. Hello there, Beatrice. Lovely face you have there. Sorry, let's go.
なんだと。まさか貴様、お嬢様を。
Yeah, I kinda cut him off. I adore these faces. They are so creepy, but also like, so good. Yeah. I mean, obviously the first guess would have been George and Shannon, but after this scene, yeah.
お前たち二人は実に都合が良い。
待て、勘違いするな。僕はお嬢様と、
Yeah.
そういう関係じゃない。
Yeah.
第二の晩の生贄にはならない。
Cackle, cackle. Oh boy.
だからお前はジェシカを傷つける。
Little spark of hope, but quickly faded away, huh?
だからお前は人間になれぬ。ならばよいだろう。貴様がジェシカを思い人と認めぬならば、それを受け入れてもよい。
Yeah?
だがジェシカは殺す。
Oh boy.
なぜ？
このバカが。決まっておろうが。
Yeah?
殺したらそなたが歪めるだろう。その表情が楽しいからの他に何の理由が必要なのか。
Great, Beatrice's face is holy. It'll be fun to kill her and see the pained look on your face. Why else? You're forcefully trying to dig out the humanity out of Kanon, huh?
儀式に従い、
Oh,
わらわは気まぐれに13人を生贄とする。
yeah?
だがそれ以上殺してはならないとの決まりはない。
Oh, that is a threat and a half.
わらわが楽しければ幾人でも殺す。
Holy, these faces.
だから殺す。わらわを思いっきり笑わせてみせろよ。カグカヌ
Holy. Final curtain versus C. Wait. Yeah? Are they speaking in Latin? I heard the word Dominus, I think. Let me just listen to this for a moment here. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Lovely organ. Some chanting, very quiet chanting in the background. Very interesting track. I'm sure I probably shouldn't stop in the middle of a scene, but what a track. Holy. Yeah? We're going somewhere or just repeating? Oh. Organs? Hmm. What an interesting track. I think we should just continue. It's a very cool track, but I should just let it play in the background and not stop. At that time. Oh. Yeah? Yeah, okay, it started over again. Yeah, what an interesting track. Probably my favorite so far on maybe the opening song actually, I don't know. Sorry. What a weird place to pause. At that time, Kanon definitely heard Jessica's scream. The instant he blinked and looked down the corridor, the witch who had been there making a perfectly ordinary face until a second ago had disappeared. Right now, it was just him standing alone in the corridor. And the person he wanted to protect was asking for help and was right over there. Did Beatrice just, like, right now go? I guess, yeah. It was obvious what he should do. It wasn't logical. It was an electric reaction, yeah? Without a trace of hesitation or idle thoughts. The person he wanted to protect was there and asking for help, and he promised he would help her. So, in that moment, he genuinely felt that he wanted to be the person who was there with her. Okay. Oh my, yeah. When he flew into Jessica's room, his eyes latched on to a bizarre scene. Okay, just in case that this happens to be a reveal scene, it probably isn't. I just wanted to quickly say that, yeah, we still haven't seen Beatrice and Jessica in the same shot, and seemingly Beatrice just now appearing out of nowhere could have been Jessica transforming into Beatrice, but why would she? I mean, I shouldn't try to figure out why Beatrice just thinks she could act like the way Jessica did. I guess she could be capable of that. Yeah, I just want to say that in case Jessica is Beatrice, I have been cognizant of that idea. But this is probably a murder scene? Please? No? Maybe? When he flew into Jessica's room, his eyes latched onto a bizarre scene. The room was a fantastical world where a blizzard of golden powder danced, almost as though gold leaf had been scattered inside a snow globe. Oh, yeah? No, that's not it, yeah? I've seen this spectacle before. This isn't gold leaf. It's countless gold butterflies. Beatrice's minions. Oh? Jessica was surrounded by countless butterflies and was waving her hands around, trying to frantically bat them away. Yeah, okay, so, yeah.
お嬢様。
カノン君、助けて。
Kanon rushed towards Jessica and violently brushed the group of butterflies away. The butterflies, beautiful yet filthy, surrounded Jessica's face, trying to crawl in through her mouth and nose. Oh my god. Jessica gagged violently, almost as though the butterflies were triggering her asthma attack, sneering at her. Do butterflies pollinate? Probably not. Inside, when Kanon ran towards Jessica as she choked, the butterflies stopped attacking her, and at this time, they began to elegantly dance a rondo around the two. Okay, we are in full-on weird land here, Holy.
大丈夫。
Oh, good move.
僕の目の黒いうちはあなたに誰の指一本触れさせたりするものか。
Good line.
出てこい、ベアトリーチェ。これで満足か。
As he guarded Jessica in pain and using her inhaler, Kanon yelled into the empty air, bringing out more and more of his human side, getting those emotions out. Ooh, they went black. When he did, the empty air definitely laughed back, satisfied. Ooh, a mix of gold and black. Okay. Hello there. Then she showed herself, manifesting into a half dark, half, I don't know, room. And she switched outfits also. Yeah. It wasn't in response to Kanon's demand. It was obviously because appearing and sneering humiliated them even more and was more fun. Oh boy.
これで全ては筋書き通りよ。
Yeah?
今やそなたは草上の恋よな。
Carp onto chopping board.
いや、二人が揃ったのだから、カモとネギと呼ぶべきか。
Duck with green onions. I've heard this before. Sure, let's look at it. I don't fully remember. Oh. That's new, yeah. Duck and onions. Duck and green onions are the primary ingredients for a duck stew, and this gave rise to the Japanese phrase, a duck comes bearing green onions, in which a duck approaches carrying its own seasoning, ready to be eaten. Right, okay. This metaphorically refers to a situation where a series of lucky coincidences benefits you without any effort, or alternatively, where a naive person brings you what you want while unaware of the disadvantage to themselves. Perhaps because of this, a mark or a sucker in terms of scams is often called a duck in Japanese. Yeah, kamo. Yeah, that's what I thought, but I wasn't fully sure. Holy. Okay, what is Jessica's reaction now that Beatrice materialized? Will she flow into rage? Will she be able to go there again, or is she fully gonna just crumble? Yeah?
お下がりください。お嬢様は僕が守る。
姫に騎士が揃わば魔女が現れるのは必然よ。どれ？金蔵の家具がどの程度の力を持つか見せてもらおうではないか。
Okay. She snapped her fingers, and there was a piercing sound. Oh. When she did, a blizzard of gold butterflies started up, and they began to form a small mountain as they whirled around in a circle. Just like how a cold, wintry wind swirls and creates a mountain of leaves. From that mound of gold, a hand sprouted, and it appeared as though a resident of the world below was crawling out. A muscular man with a beard, maybe a demon devil, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah? Yeah? Jessica couldn't comprehend what she was seeing right now, and her mouth kept flapping open and closed. Yeah? It was a literal attempt to take in and digest knowledge, to understand the incomprehensible. Oh, yeah, I was feeling it was gonna be a goat. Yeah, a devil goat thing. Just by the black beard. For some reason, I don't know why. Okay. That which was crawling up was probably an attendant serving the witch. It appeared to be wearing a uniform following the pattern of those who serve. But its face was different. It was strange looking, yeah. It was covered with pitch black hair. It breathed rotten breath, and its eyes were filled with the same strange subterranean glow as lava. Oh boy, just checking, we are still recording, yeah. And the symbol of those who are not human. A pair of horns. It was the figure of a goat-faced attendant who served the witch. Yeah, I would be flabbergasted too. Jessica could no longer decide what to say. All this happening in front of her couldn't be explained with this world's common sense, and she couldn't do anything except open and close her mouth. Jessica hadn't noticed that this island had already been cut off from the rules of this world, yeah? But even so, she could understand that this goat attendant was the witch's familiar, and it was after her life. And it seemed that the witch had already ordered that. Oh boy. And she faced Conan with an expectant gaze. Can we do anything, Conan? Can we do anything against the non-human? She faced him with a provocative gaze filled with expectation, as though asking him how he planned to protect this maiden. The attendant had looked especially like a beast when it had been crawling up, but in its composure, you could see that it had more than enough dignity to be worthy of serving the Golden Witch. And you could tell that it was overflowing with the joy of furniture wanting to meet its master's expectations. Yeah?
見せてもらおうではないか。金蔵の家具の力を。
The ruler of the day's furniture versus the ruler of the night's furniture.
今度は間違えるな。
Understood? Sand, yeah?
家具であることを忘れるな。この後に及んで人間のふりを続けるのなら、死ぬのはお前だけでは済まぬぞ。
Yeah? Holy. The goat attendant made a gesture that seemed to be a silent bow. Was that in response to its master? Or was it of offer to the opposing canon? Then, from the attendant's hand, a blade of wicked malice appeared. Oh yeah, that seems normal.
なんだよそれ。
Jessica had been unable to understand what was happening in front of her for a while now. All she understood was that this thing was claiming for the purpose of threatening her own life. And right now, that was enough. Kanon spoke quietly to Jessica, who was hiding behind his back.
お嬢様
Yeah, Kanon, can we do anything against a literal jacked up demon goat with a magical blade? I think.
壁に下がっていてください背中は決して壁から離さないように
Okay. Beatrice is amused.
姫君はおとなしく騎士殿の背中に隠れているがいい。自らの命を男に守らせる醍醐味でも存分に味わえばよい。さあ。
Kanon, do we have anything?
カノン、お前の刃を見せてみよ。
Him before Kanon also has a magical blade. Where? What? I was joking. Yo, what the fuck, Kanon? Where was this in episode 1? What the fuck, Kanon? Okay, sorry. Let's not bash him in previous route. Okay, Kanon has magic seemingly, unless this is Beatrice's doing. Okay. Do all the servants have this? Not sure. Okay, let's go.
美しい。
Okay, let's fucking go. Magical blade battle with Kanon versus the goat.
金蔵は家具を生み出すことに関してだけはわらわの足元に及ぶやもしれぬ。
こんなものバラの手入れにも使えない。
Ooh, good line. Roses are important in this game.
カノン君。それは。
Yeah.
見せたくなかった。
I'm sure, but like.
よくぞ抜いたぞ。
Okay, full on magical battle. Here we go.
思いを寄せる女の前で己が人間以下の存在であることを晒した気分はどんなものよ。
Does drawing this blade or being able to draw it factually prove that you are not human? Okay.
黙れ。
Okay. I mean, Beatrice seems happy.
憤怒で己を焦がしているくせに冷静を装うか。なるほど。真に熱き炎は青く静かだという。
So they say.
今のそなたがそうだというのか。
僕の力でお前を殺すことなどできるわけもない。お前は月。
You are the moon. What a line.
石つぶてを投げたとて月を砕くことなどできるわけもない。
Never mind, I didn't let him cook till the end. It was even better of a line.
だがお前は権限するために水面にその姿を映す。
Never fucking mind, I should have let him cook even more because holy shit, what a line. You are the moon. There's no way I can smash the moon by throwing a rock. However, in order to manifest yourself, you had to reflect your image on the surface of the water. And a rock can break the surface tension and disturb the moon's image. Okay.
水面に石ぶてを投じれば、一時月を乱すこともできるかもしれない。
Yeah, Kanon cooking.
しかし、月を砕くことなど至らない。だから僕は、この命尽きるまで、お前の映る水面を叩き続けてやる。
Okay.
気に入ったぞ、カノン。
Okay.
始めろ、カグども。
Oh, and she goes away. Fucking shonen battle anime. Okay, let's go. We are fates now. There you go. Okay. Yeah, what's give us the sports commentary, Beatrice.
美しい奇跡だ。
The witch's words of admiration broke the silence, and for just an instant, broke Jessica's paralysis. Okay.
私は夢を見てるの。
I mean.
来い。魔女のかぐめ。元来た地獄へ叩き落としてやる。
The goat butler. One, I'm just gonna quickly throw this in here. One idea I had was because there is obviously the connection of Kinzo and Kinzo's furniture being the daytime people, and then Beatrice being the master of the night, and seemingly her furniture being the night, or like her being the night side. And yeah, I was just wondering if there was like any connection between these two or other servants. Like I don't know, maybe you could be a dark reflection of one of the servants. But I don't know if we are going to go that far. Okay.
Run!
Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. They are fighting. Oh, blood has been drawn. A strand of red remained on Kanon's cheek. Okay. The witch saw this and grinned broadly. I can just imagine it.
勘が戻らぬことを言い訳につぶやいてもよいぞ。
Oh. Okay.
カノン君、しっかり。
Yeah.
大丈夫。僕はまだ死なない。
Yeah. Okay. They keep battling. Oh. Yeah. That seemed like a decisive blow. Oh. Oh. Fuck. Or maybe that was an after image, I don't know. The trail drawn by the goat attendant's blade drew a large arc in empty space. Kanon wasn't there. An after image? Okay. He was behind it. Where?
先に帰りて。主の帰りを待つがいい。
Yeah.
行け。
Get fucking assassinated behind your back. If this battle was of drawing sparkling trails was chess, he did an en passant. Then Kanon, coming from behind, was check. and press and press and press and press and mate in 7. Okay. Okay, let's go. Fucking color. Sure. Had the goat tendon not even been given the right to go into the death throes. As its knees buckled and it fell over, it crumbled softly into a bunch of gold butterflies. Oh. And the space is back to not dark. So there was no sound. No sound of it hitting the ground. Even those who couldn't understand this battle could definitely at least realize that Kanon had been magnificent. Oh my god, the soundtrack also. Yeah.
ハンドメイドには勝てぬか。そこまで見下げたものではないらしい。
次はお前だ。ベアトリーチェ
Beatrice! I wouldn't recommend, but I mean, sure. Kanon's blade sliced diagonally through the witch's form like a hot knife through butter, and in that instant, she burst into gold and scattered. She scattered into several thousand gold butterflies, and for just an instant, the room was filled with the color of twilight. It was just as Kanon himself had said. Attempting to slice Beatrice was just the same as slicing the surface of the water where the moon was reflected. The witch's form was there, with an ordinary expression on her face, as though she had been there the whole time, behind Kanon. Yeah?
十分に面白い見せ物であったぞ。
Yeah?
それに免じ、見逃してやろうかと思ったが、今の無礼で気が変わった。
Oh.
嘘をつくな。お前にお嬢様を殺させはしない。たとえそれが無理でも、僕より先に殺させはしない。
お前にはそれすらできぬわ。
お。
喋るな、家具が。無口であれ、家具が。身の程を知れ、家具が。
Holy Beatrice.
カノン君は家具なんかじゃない。
There we go. Bring that back.
ほう。なぜそう言えるのか。
So holy Jessica able to speak to her.
理由なんかいらない。カノン君はカノン君だよ。本当の名前は別にあるけれど、それでも名前は家具じゃない。カノン君にはカノン君の生き方がある。それはとても高潔なもので、自らが決めるもの。家具だから意見しちゃいけないとか、家具だから自分の人生を持っちゃいけないとか、そんなのないよ。
お嬢様、あいつを挑発してはいけません。
I feel like as long as Beatrice is having fun that she doesn't mind.
はっきり言っておくぜ。カノン君は家具じゃない。人間だよ。どうして？カノン君は自分の意志で私を助けに駆けつけてくれた。そして恐ろしい魔女であるあんたの前に立ちはだかってくれた。私を見捨てることなんていくらでもできただろうに、そうしなかった。自己犠牲は人間だけが持つ高潔な精神だ。
Self-sacrifice is part of the noble spirit that only humans have.
だからカノン君は人間なんだ。だから訂正しろ。カノン君を家具だなんて呼ぶな。二度と。
お嬢様。
Yeah. Great. Good lines from Jessica, by the way. Beatrice is just enjoying herself to the fullest again. Oh boy.
語るな人間が
Organ short 600 million in C minor again, yeah.
とっとと終わらせよう。何しろまだまだ第二の番。互いの尊厳を認め合う寄り添いし二人を今こそ生贄に捧げよ。
Okay. So far, everything has been able to progress in episode 1 and here in episode 2 as she has planned. Will we actually get to see them being killed? Or will this be the first road bump in Beatrice's, I don't know, sacrifices?
さあさあおいでなさい。罪を許しなさい。煉獄の七悔が一つ。色欲
Okay. The witch summoned her own furniture with a mixture of laughter and anger on her face. Oh. Oh.
色欲のアスモデウス。
Wood? Holy shit. What the hell? I have never seen your design before. Holy shit, I wasn't expecting a human design, but sure. Okay, after the goat. So, lost. So, 1 of 7, I assume. Powerful. Yeah, okay.
ここに。
茶番は飽きた。
Yeah. I should probably go back and check if this is the same voice. Because I've had a feeling that the one other servant who we had earlier in this episode about the cleaning stuff, if they are relevant. Okay.
第二の番を速やかに遂行せよ。わらわに瞬きを3つも許すな。
仰せのままに。
Oh my god. Also, what the hell? Oh, she also has...
また妙なのが出やがったぜ。
She also had Kinzo's or Shiromiya family crest. It took Kanan less than an instant to understand. That goat face from a second ago had been nothing more than a pawn to the witch. However, there was a marked difference in the value of this piece of this furniture that had been newly summoned. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
素敵な獲物に恵まれるなんて、なんて幸運なのかしら。
Oh my god, I know your voice from somewhere, also very hot.
怯えてる？かわいい。
Oh my god. Would so hard.
来い。魔女の家具。
Okay.
お前には殺されない。
Okay. That piece of white something there reminds me of Angel Mort from Higurashi, but probably nothing.
私の姿を追うこともできないノロマのくせに生きがって行くわよ。
Okay.
ねえねえ、どこがいい？どこを貫いてほしい？
Holy shit, she is so blatantly just bloodthirsty evil. I love it.
お答えなさいよ、かわいい子。あなたの好きなところを思いきり貫いてあげる。
Phrasing.
さあさあ、お答えなさいよ、かわいい子。
Even before Kano just fucking obliterates her. Probably not. Okay.
僕を可愛いと言うな。
行くわよ、ノルマ。さあ追ってごらん、その節穴で。
Oh my god. Oh. Yeah, definitely unnatural holy laser. Yeah. Oh.
お嬢様。
Blood, blood, blood.
目では追えなかったけどよ。読みは当てたぜ。
Yes, was spot on. Heart or
ざまあ見やがれ。
yeah? Oh. Kanon's back had been the target. Oh, she saved Kanon. Oh. But Jessica had predicted it. She had predicted that the sneering witch's target would be the complete opposite of fair and honest. His back. But she had no way to block it other than her own body, yeah. She had no aspirations to martyrdom. She simply thought that there was no way other than this to protect Kanon's back. Of course, it had to go this way. The one who swore to protect the other got protected by the... So, she could do nothing but block it with her own back. The furniture of the witch, which had changed its form into a demon stake, was stuck deep into Jessica's back. It was an obviously fatal wound that reached as far as her lungs. When she saw this, the witch let out a loud, evil laugh. Because it had hit where the witch had predicted. Oh my god, okay. Everything was as the witch had predicted.
どうしたカノン？ジェシカお嬢様はお前より先には殺されなかったんじゃないのか？
Holy.
そうそう、それその顔よ。お前のその顔が見たかった。
So fucking evil. Holy.
楽しんだ、実に十分。
Yeah.
もうよい、死ね笑わせろ。さあさあおいでなさい。罪を許しなさい。煉獄の七杭が一つ。ふんど。
Wrath, another one? Okay.
フンドのサタン。
Okay. Satan the Wrathful. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
ここに。
I know that voice too.
その獲物はお前のものだ。今すぐ食らって、こやつの舞台に幕を下ろしてやれ。人ならば交番とも言おうが、家具のお前の場合は、大道具係が舞台裏に運び出すといったところか。
What a line.
僕はもう家具じゃない。
Yeah.
そしてそれを二度と疑わない。
Okay, Kanon, okay.
なーに？あんたまた私に殺されちゃうの？
By me again. So they do retain memories, like Beatrice probably from previous run and or episode, and she was probably the one who pierced Kanon's lung last time.
あんたの胸、温かくて本当に貫くと気持ちがいいのよ。さあ、また味合わせて。あなたの温かい胸の中で、熱い熱い血潮で。
Oh, sorry. Oh my god. And probably can't block it, yeah. Another one of impossible to block attacks. Yeah. Mm-hmm. There was no way to block it. The sound of a woodpecker filled the entire room, and before he could blink, it was already right in the center of his chest. When you take a piece in chess, it's impossible by the rules for your opponent's piece to defend. Okay, yeah, that's a good, cool line. So this was an obvious result, and one even specified by the rules. Yeah, they're dying both. Kanon landed on his knees, and he apologized. Not to the witch, and not to my lady. He apologized to Jessica.
ごめん。守りきれなかった。
気にしないで。
Yeah.
かっこよかった。
I think. Yeah. Even though this is a tragic end and neither of them wanted to die here, I think if they were to die, dying by each other's side is probably the way they would want to go anyways. Kanon finally fell over. He landed next to Jessica, and the two lay there like Gemini.
カノン君はさ、もう家具じゃないよ。
はい。それに気づくのが遅すぎた。
Yeah.
君の本当の名前。
Name? Yeah.
僕の本当の名前は。
In his last moments, Kanon wanted to tell his real name, but Jessica had already fallen into a sleep from which she would never wake. That's so tragic, holy. So, Kanon's real name, which he had protected until today, in the end, he couldn't tell it to Jessica.
僕は人間にな
You always were. Those were the last words Kanon left behind. Oh boy. This evil, evil woman, oh my god. So many conflicted feelings.
笑わせるな家具が。100年を経ようと家具は家具よ。
Yeah.
捨てるときに家具のために墓穴を掘るバカがどこにいる？家具は叩き割って薪にして、後には灰しか残らぬわ。そういうことよ。家具に刻める墓碑などない。貴様は死ねばこれ以上の屈辱を受けることがないと信じてるようだが、それは甘いぞ。死者を恥ずかしめるというのがどういうものか、わらわが教えてやろうぞ。
She's gonna decorate them in some insanely perverse manner. Oh my god. After taking a puff from her pipe, the witch breathed the smoke at Kanon's corpse. When she did, Kanon's corpse softly floated up into the air, yeah sure, and disappeared as though it had been eaten by a mouth in empty space. The witch played dirty until the very end. The two who had understood one another in their last moments, she would not even permit their corpses to be close. Oh boy. If someone had been watching, they would probably mourn that this was indeed a disgrace to the dead, yeah? However, Beatrice was far, far crueler, yeah? That would become immediately apparent in the next scene, I guess. Next chapter, I guess. Did we go back in time? No. As much as I want to do this scene right now, I feel like, because Ginzo scenes usually are short, I feel like this is an entirely new thing and we should stop here. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. That went on for much longer than I expected, but yeah, makes sense. That was a big scene. Ah, we started off with so much sadness and rage for Jessica. And then it became all about Jessica and Kanon realizing that he has become human. Yeah. Before the last battle scene and their deaths, I was gonna discuss about how this probably meant that the earlier scene of Kanon seeing Jessica grieve and feeling emotions, how that probably meant that he was becoming more and more human by the second, and that his end goal for this episode was probably gonna be that he realized that he's gonna become a human. But we got there pretty quickly there. Yeah. So not much to discuss there. Yeah. Very much clearly Jessica equals Beatrice, the theory is out the window now, and yeah. I mean, it wasn't the main theory anyway, so I always thought that Beatrice was her own person, but oh boy. Some great voice lines. A couple times I got chills. A couple of insanely good tracks this video. And the very last moments there where Jessica was asking for Kano's name, but just died moments before he was able to say his name. That got me tearing up. I'm not sure if it came through on the mic, but yeah. Oh boy, oh Beatrice, what the fuck? She went, I mean, we always knew, the game had been very clear that she is a witch, she is evil, she is that kind of a person, but holy shit, this was the most the furthest she had gone so far. Oh boy. A couple other cool things was, there was some interesting stuff for, Goda, but I don't think we should focus on that. There was some cool faces for Beatrice and what was I gonna mention? Whatever. The two servants. Okay, so we now know that they are the weapons embodied anthropomorphized into humans, and they were mentioned previously in the I think in the Tea Party, and yeah. So we still don't know. We've met 2 of the 7, and there's still 5 more. One of them being the ice picks, which were lodged in the head of in episode 1 in the heads of Ava and Hideyoshi. I don't think I forgot their names, but I don't think we've seen them yet. Holy shit! I love the design of the first one, Asmodeus. Lost. Just up my alley, holy. Yeah, I'm so conflicted on this because at the same time I really was feeling and sympathizing with Jessica and Kanon here. But at the same time, I'm like, I mean, I can't not root for Beatrice because she just has so much aura, so much style, flair. I don't know. She feels so grandiose and she's just so entertaining to watch. Yeah. There was something else I wanted to mention as well. There was a couple of really cool lines about the moon and chess games and that kind of stuff. I remember that. I really need to. What was the name of the track? It was that I stopped to listen. It was I think I can find it. If we go to title screen. I think I can find it. Music box. Oh, it just says all of them. Oh, it does. It says only ones I have seen. Okay, that's cool. Is this interesting that we have 3 of the last 4 ones? Is this the one that Jessica sang in the school? It has that kind of a name. Final Curtain, was it that? Yeah. Ole. Love this one. And there was another one during the battle, which I really liked. Maybe it was where? I don't remember which one it was, but there was the other one that was playing during the battle. Maybe it was this where track. Okay, cool. How loading? Characters. Oh, it only shows. Okay, I need to go to here and here. Oh, I just want to check quickly before we end the. Does it show them dead now? Soka. Let's first check tips. Letter from the witch and duck and onions. Characters. Doesn't show them dead yet because this is from Battler's POV and he hasn't discovered them yet. Okay. Holy Beatrice, by the way. What a time to be alive. Or not alive if you're them only. Insane. What a great way to come back to this game after a month-long break, or month and a half. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, let's end it here. Patreon early access up to 2 weeks. Links down in the description. Cool, see ya.